guys. We are. And guys, it's raining. It is. It's raining. I gotta go pick up my medicine, which... Did you guys see that truck? Look how fast. This is, we are in a city. Alright. Hold on. I don't know if I can get out here because all these cars go by so fast. My windows are steamed up. Okay. Yeah. Which... I want to get off this road, guys. I mean, these people are nuts. Look at all this. We're in a city. The speed limit is 45. See that sign? Alright. Those people have potatoes out. Were they? I don't know. Were those potatoes? Alright, guys. How'd my appointment go? Well, I did ask about, like, I'm just tired of coming here. I'm exhausted of it. You know? I've been doing it for 20 years. I'm tired. I don't want to do it anymore. But I don't, you know, want anything from the other party. I want just to live my life and be able to go wherever the fuck I want to go. If I want to move to Florida, I want to be able to move to Florida, which I can, but I will still have to come here every 3 months. Every 3 to 6 months. Like, I'm just done. I don't want to do it anymore. You guys see this? They must not have known that it was a cop. Which cops around here are, they hide in their fucking in regular cars. Like, that was a pickup truck. Right? My things don't break the law. And that's that. Yes, I was. I was working when it happened. Guys, I was working when it happened. Starting work. I had just left the building. No, I didn't know. And I had a child with me, like, but I will say the cops around here are very much they are for the children, and, you know, she made it so I didn't have the child would see. Like, they didn't put handcuffs on me in front of the child, type of thing, you know. Right, and instead of taking the car, they allowed somebody to come and get it. Yeah, they were really nice. And they felt really bad because they knew it was a mistake. But it's like, they had the warrant. And so the cops didn't issue the warrant. It's not their fault. They're just doing their job. The judge ordered them to do it, you know. Even at the jail, they felt really bad. They did. They felt really bad. I was, and I'm not really supposed to talk about it. So, somebody asked, you ever been arrested? And it's like, I'm not going to lie about it. Well, the thing is, like, I take thyroid medicine, and I have to take it every single day, or my numbers will be off. My lupus medicine, I was 3 days without the medicine. Not to mention, like, depression medicine. Like, you can't just come off of that stuff, you know, like. So by the time I left there, I was feeling so weak. My face was so inflamed. Like, I didn't, it wasn't good. I had just had surgery. Like, oh my God. And it's like, you guys, I laid there like for 2 days, just couldn't even get out of bed. Like, my face was burning so fucking bad because of the inflammation. Like, the lupus medicine controls the inflammation. My face was burning so bad. They came and got me, like, and asked if I wanted to go for a shower. And I was so fucking weak, bro. Like, oh my God. Right, because when you take depression medicine, you can't just come off of that medicine, like. And so I was 3 days without it. I laid there for 3 days. I didn't eat. I didn't eat. Like, I was sick. It was a very humbling experience. Yes, it was. But it also gave me, you know, you have nothing in there. So you're stuck with your thoughts. So I'm just sitting there in my thoughts, like, and I just slept. I just slept and slept and slept. I slept for 3 days straight, pretty much. It was the middle of the night. You know, they couldn't call anybody. And it was a weekend. I believe it was a weekend. I can't remember right, but it might have been a weekend. And it's, you know, the first day, okay, so it was the middle of the night. So then the next morning, somebody came in and got all the information. He's like, I'm going to contact them. And, I'm going to contact them and let them know they made a mistake. You guys, I don't want to get too much into it. So that's why I'm skipping around stuff. And it took 3 days for the judge to go across her desk, and she's like, oh shit. Like, I was. No, they don't, and that's where I was getting at. It takes them days to get all your stuff together. A nurse comes right away, and you name all your medicines. It takes them 3 days for the pharmacy to even get it delivered there. And that's another thing. Like, that shouldn't be a thing, because, oh my God. I even think I was still on a blood thinner, you know, after you have surgery, they give you a blood thinner. I honestly believe that they would just let you fucking detox and die in there. That's crazy. Like, looking back on it, I'm like, but anyways, let's change the subject. I'm not really supposed to talk about it, you know, because they've made it right. So, they did. You know, but here's another thing. You can make it right all day, but my mugshot is still out there. You know, it's like the trauma is still there. Like, there was some other things involved, but I'm not going to talk about that either. Like, yes, the trauma. Yeah, they were trying to talk me out of it. And I just told her, I'm like, I've been doing this for 20 years. I'm exhausted. You know, he didn't make me or break me. I don't want to do it anymore. And they're, you know, trying to talk me out of it. So I'm going to write a letter to the judge explaining all this. Like, just let me go on with my life. You know what I mean? Like, they are, but, you know, they call it arrearages. It's, yeah. And it's like, I just want to be left alone. I'm exhausted of it. Right, and you also feel like you're tied down. Like, I'm tied down to this thing, and it's like, just let me be free. Let me live my life. I had to go to the pharmacy. You're gonna miss Mr. Grouchy. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Me too. Poor Mr. Grouchy. I don't know what happened, guys. It doesn't say. And I really think he would get more support if the family would have come out and just say what happened. But they're not doing that. the family isn't coming out and saying that. They're not saying anything about what happened. They'll let you die in jail? Yeah. Most definitely. I thought with this medicine, you're not supposed to miss a dose. You're not. You're not supposed to miss a dose. You're supposed to take it at the same time every day. But, and that's why my face was burning so bad. And everyone kept asking, are you okay? And then, like, everyone knew it was a mistake, right? So I get in front of this computer, and they're apologizing profusely. They're apologizing profusely and saying, just let her go. And they kept asking, are you okay? Like, you know, because my face was all red. Like, because it was so inflamed. Because it was 3 days without my lupus medicine. Yes, girl, 3 days. Then, no, I still have not looked at the mugshot. And someone told me that I look high in it. I think I was just so confused and like in such shock. I still have not looked at it. Somebody sent it to me one time. I haven't spoke to him since. Mitch, don't do that. Don't do that. You know, you knew that was the lowest time in my life. Why would you do that? You know? Turn it into a glamour shot. I was gonna go, guys. I can't. Because it's raining. I'm afraid these people won't be able to stop. All right. I have eaten. I ate last night. I said, yeah, she did. She always does. She's amazing. She's amazing, you guys. I think I got blessed. I was blessed. No, not one time. You guys, I'm refusing my trays, and they're they set the trays in the windows, and you're supposed to go get them. I never did. You know, you would think after 3 days, hey, she's not even eating. Like, should we see if she's alive, you guys? I think by the last day I started pacing because my face hurt so bad. Like, oh my God. You have to go through, well, you guys, these days, all the numbers that we need are programmed in our fucking phones, bro. And, you don't memorize phone numbers these days. Who the hell was I gonna call? Just saying. No, nobody could get me out, guys. That's just when you're in there on a warrant, you're there till you see the judge. they had a blast. And it's like, no, my boss, I think, listened to the police scanner, or I think what I was doing, right? I used to deliver something. I don't want to say it, because then all you motherfuckers will start calling there and leaving them bad reviews and doing bullshit. No. But I think she used to listen to the police scanner, or she had to have found out, because I had stuff with me that they needed to finish my job. Yeah, I felt really bad about that, guys. I felt so bad. But it's like, what can I do, right? I heard, because you guys know, I listen a lot, and I don't say much, I just listen, and people don't realize that I'm standing there. And so there was a coworker who, the drunk driver, I won't go any further, they were talking to somebody else, and they were like, she shouldn't even be working here, since she missed 3 days and went to jail or something. And it's like, do you really have to talk about that? Like, again, like, the lowest time in my life, and you're fucking speaking on it, like, and you're making it sound, people hear that, and you make it sound like I did something so bad, like, it's ridiculous, you guys. Yeah, do you guys remember that guy that, we won't even get into the whole thing, but remember I had went to his house, and he like got mad about something. You guys, it was so long ago, I don't even remember. But the one that contacted like my family and friends, and you guys, look, be careful who you have in your life, because that's why, the situation that I'm in right now, that is where I think that person got the idea to do that stuff. Because I talked about it openly on, you guys watched it all happen with that guy. No, there was nothing between me and him. It just, I don't want to get into the whole thing, but it was pretty much just us, I don't want to talk about it, because then he'll bring his fucking fat face around here again, and I just don't want to deal with it. Shut up, James. Go turn yourself in. You said you got a warrant. No, I'm just kidding. Not really. I'm encouraging you to turn yourself in. Sorry, guys. I think I need to take water pills today. But, in fact, let's get a coffee pot. Right, so, you guys, bottom line, he got mad or something, and he sent me the mugshot. I ain't talked to him since. Bitch, fuck you. And he thought, like, he found something so big. Oh my God, do you know what I found out about Mrs. Flintstone? Because that's where I think he came from. I think it had something to do with that, because he came out of the blue, out of nowhere, and just was a fucking problem. That's why I'm so careful. I keep my circle so small now. I don't want anybody in my circle. Like, you know, I have to know you really good before I'm going to allow you, because it's stupid shit like that. I know he thought he found something real good. How about plaster it everywhere? And it's like, you act like I went, and then it's like, all right, bitch. And now I'm mad because you fucking sent that to me. You guys, I didn't even look at it. It's like my brain wouldn't scan it. I just kind of like saw the orange, and I was like, yeah. And I deleted it, and I said, hope you feel like a better person now. And it's like, my friend was like, let's look into him. Let's see who he is. And at this point, I'm really suspicious. You come out of nowhere, you start a bunch of shit, and then, right, then you contact my best friend from school, which now me and her, I had to block her. You know, I don't want that in my life. I'm not going to allow people in my life that are going to bring me down. And so I did. I had to block her because of him. But, and that's sad because we had been friends since 6th grade. But anyways, I feel like at that point I always thought we had a special bond. Like, if someone called me about you, I ain't telling them shit but to fuck off. And the fact that you had a whole fucking 2-day conversation with them, and, you know, like, no, you're weird. But anyways, I was like, let's check into him. So here I go, right in, because you guys know, the private investigator I am, put his name right in there. It all came up. Domestic violence, trafficking, cocaine, drinking and driving, more domestic violence. Bitch. But guess what I did with that? Nothing, you guys. Nothing. I didn't even send him his mugshots. I didn't remind him of the lowest times of his life, you know. The only difference is I learned from my mistake, you know. So it's like, yes, Jesse. Yeah, right. Not even a mistake. It wasn't even a mistake on my part. Right. Not yet. I don't even know why I said mistake. It wasn't even a mistake on my part. Whatever. You guys get what I mean. But it is true. I do learn from my mistakes. That part is true. But it's like I did nothing with it. And that's the thing. That's why we made the song The Difference Between Me and You. Because you can do whatever you want to me, but I'm not going to do it back. Because that's the difference between me and you. Right? It's like, you're right. It's like she feeds off of things people did. Like, you guys... You don't even know the half of it. That's why I keep my circle very small now. The worst I did is have his ex on my because now you sent me my mugshot. What you did with my, friend was diabolical. And, yeah. It was diabolical what he did. But, I don't want to get into the whole thing and why I was, like, I will say this. I was not the one, you know, see, just, I don't want to bring up old shit, but I kind of felt bad, and I felt like I owed it to him to at least, you know, be his friend, because you know, he honestly really thought we were in some kind of like relationship. And you know, those girls have apologized for doing what they did. I have forgiven them because I don't care. I need my own peace. But I didn't know he was going to turn out like that, you know? And that's that. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Right? So, no. There's only one person that runs my social media. Be careful who runs your social media. If you're starting out on social media and you're going to have people help you run your messages and post videos and shit, be careful, because, you know, the only difference is I check now. I go through, me and Crystal go through on every platform and see who has messaged and if there's been any responses. Even though I love Jasmine and she's amazing, I love her so much. I wonder, guys, if what's wrong with my throat. I need a Coke. I need a Coke. I do. I love Jasmine. She's great. But for my own peace of mind, because I don't want nothing like that happening again. She would never do that, but that's why when I first start talking to somebody, right away I send a video. Hi Jason. Bro, I'm gonna settle this once and for all right now. I get to the window, they're like $900, which there's been a problem with my insurance, so I need to fix it. Yes, guys.